The year is 1965. The place? Valensole, France. The witness observed a landed UFO in his field. Near the UFO was two humanoid beings who immobilized him with an unknown device. On July 1st, 1965, at about 05:45 hours, farmer Maurice Masse was in his lavender field near Valensole, Alpes, France. At this time, he heard a strange whistling sound. Stepping out from behind a heap of stones, he saw an object shaped like a rugby football, with a cupola on top, about the size of a Renault Dauphine car. It was standing on 6 legs, with a central pivot. Through an open doorway he could see 2 seats, back to back. Masse at first thought the object was a helicopter or experimental craft, but was then surprised to notice what he took to be 2 8-year-old boys stealing his lavender plants. The boys were less than 4 feet tall, clad in fairly dark, gray-green one-piece suits. On seeing Masse approaching them, they straightened up, and one of them leveled a tube at the farmer, which immobilized him. Masse noticed that the 2 humanoids had large hairless heads, smooth white skin, high fleshy cheeks, large eyes that slanted away, pointed chins, and mouths without lips. They made a strange gurgling sound from deep within their throats as they communicated with each other. "They were looking at me. It must have been making fun of me," Masse said in an unofficial statement to Maître Choutard, a local magistrate. Nevertheless, their facial expressions were not ill-natured, but very much the reverse. Masse said that in fact he felt a great sense of peace exuding from the beings. Shortly afterward, the humanoids returned to the craft via a sliding door. The legs whirled and retracted, and the machine took off. It was a quarter of an hour before Masse recovered his mobility. The ground where the craft had rested was soaked with moisture, although it had not been raining, and investigators found strange, geometrically spaced indentations. More remarkable was the fact that no lavender plants could grow at the landing site until 10 years later. 4 days after the incident, Masse suddenly collapsed, seized with an irresistible urge to sleep, and would have done so for 24 hours had not his wife and father woken him up. From his usual 5 to 6 hours sleep, Masse found he needed at least 10 or 12 for a period of several months. All those who investigated the case, including the gendarmerie headed by Lieutenant Colonel Valnet, Maître Choutard, and the mayor and parish priest of Valensole, concluded unanimously that Maurice Masse was telling the truth.